Versatile Mage. Chapter 67 Advanced Magic Wolf. Great, it's the Beast Hunter team, Juman said as though she had obtained another life. Mo Fan no longer said anything. He took advantage of the one-eyed magic wolf being frozen to immediately escape from the place. Right after they escaped this street, he immediately heard Guo Kaitang use her Bluetooth-style earphones to communicate with her other teammates, saying, "Have you guys notified Fan Mo? This is a one-eyed magic wolf at the advanced stage. If I'm not wrong, then this should be the thing that sneakily absorbed the underground holy spring along with the colossal-eyed ape rat. Dealing with the colossal-eyed ape rat isn't much of a problem, but this one-eyed magic wolf that has reaped a great benefit is much stronger than your average magical beast. Without lightning mages, it'd be very hard for us to subdue it. So it's that kind of reckless animal. My father put out a bounty for it a while ago. Today, it will be seized by us." Standing beside Guo Kaitang was a tall, skinny and gloomy-looking man. "Since I'm here, then I, Yu Ang, will help the hunters team eliminate this animal. We shouldn't approach it. Let's use the ice spread to suppress it from afar first. It seems like it hit something a while ago and hasn't regained its senses yet. Otherwise, our ice spreads most likely wouldn't be able to obstruct it. Let's just wait for our teammates to arrive, especially the lightning mage. Against this kind of power-type magical beast, lightning is the best choice to use." Guo Kaitang said sincerely. "Oh, alright, I'll go with what you say." Yu Ang nodded his head. He also began to link his ice star path as he stood away, before he continued to freeze the wolf. As it seemed quite easy, Yu Ang turned his head around to glance at Mo Fan, who was escaping with his female classmate. "Who's that guy you called Little Brat? Do you know him?" "It's Mo Fan. It's the uncontrollable guy who cursed Uncle Mu Juoyan." Guo Kaitang clenched her teeth. "So that's Mo Fan, he. Yu Ang couldn't help as a smile of contempt emerged on his face. "I thought this guy was supposed to be pretty amazing, but it turns out when he is facing a magical beast, he becomes a scared dog. That's comical. It seems like the rumor of him killing a spirit wolf before really was just the luck of a dog. I bet it wasn't even him who killed it. The people in the stronghold really enjoy babbling nonsense. Does this kind of a dreg really have the qualifications to appear at my coming-of-age ceremony? Sigh. Let's not think too much about that unimportant character. I have to think about how to deal with this one-eyed magical beast that is at the advanced stage. Mo Fan, why are you going back?" Juman led her grandmother toward a street with more people. "I dropped my phone there." Mo Fan didn't care too much about Juman's question as he hurriedly ran back the way they'd come. As Mo Fan was running, he pulled out a fashionable hoodie from his flat backpack. At the same time, he used crayons to paint his face black, and to be on the safe side, he wore a face mask. Damn, Captain America can just rip off his clothes to instantly become the city rescuing hero, whereas my transformation is just too behind the modern times. In fact, Mo Fan was just changing from fire element to lightning element. Fortunately, he didn't forget that he had a secret identity of being a city officer while he was in school, which was why he always brought his tools along. After acting like a brave male student, he ought to become the emissary of the city. He just didn't know whether it was just amazing or if he was just a clown. Speaking of which, the person standing next to Guo Kaitang should be the adoptive son of Mu Juoyan. Yu Ang looked like a she-male pretty boy. One glance and you know that he's not a good person. A one-eyed magic wolf who sneakily absorbed the underground holy spring. Just what is the underground holy spring? How did it turn a normal one-eyed magic wolf into something this dreadful? Mo Fan was already different from when he was at the practical. If it were a spirit wolf in front of him right now, then he could actually deal with one or two. However, this one-eyed magic wolf was clearly much stronger than the spirit wolf. Lately, there have been vibrations everywhere, as well as an increase in colossal-eyed ape rats that have gone crazy. Is it possible that it had something to do with the underground holy spring? Forget it, let's not think too much about that for now. I need to hurry back and defend the peace of the earth. It is said that a variation beast tends to drop good things. By the time Mo Fan returned to the old Banyan Street, the other hunter team members had already arrived. They could be said as tending to their jobs 24/7. As long as there was a situation, they would be the first to arrive, much faster than the police. Brother Fan Mo, you got here quite fast. When Fei Shi saw Mo Fan arriving, he immediately busted out a smile. Don't be distracted, this advanced one-eyed magic wolf can take our lives in just a second, Captain Zhu Dawang said solemnly. Fortunately, we have an extra helper today. With 2 ice mages present, we will be able to substantially restrict the one-eyed magic wolf's movements, Li Wenji said. Guo Kaitang and Yu Ang were both outstanding disciples of a great ice family. With their ice spreads conjoined, they had already frozen 10 meters around the one-eyed magic wolf's legs. Although the one-eyed magic wolf hadn't been completely frozen over, its movements were still much slower. Ice spread had a permeating ability. The longer it was within the area of the ice spread, the stiffer its bones and muscles would become. Against a one-eyed magic wolf who completely relies on brute force to battle, this tactic was extremely suitable. However, a small problem still remained. Ice and fire elements had some conflicts with one another. The primary attack capability of the hunter's team was on Zhu Dawang. However, Zhu Dawang's fire burst rupture could very possibly shatter the ice spread from Guo Kaitang and Yu Ang. Thus, other than restricting the one-eyed magic wolf for right now, there were no other good ideas at the moment. I have already called for reinforcements. Yang Zue from the Mage Association is currently on the way here. We'll need to maintain the restraints while he is on the way. Don't make a vain attempt to kill this one-eyed magic wolf, Zhu Dawang said with an experienced air. Fire burst. Rupture definitely was capable of severely injuring this one-eyed magic wolf. However, that wasn't much of a warranty. In case the one-eyed magic wolf was still capable of combat, restricting its movement at that time would be much more difficult. Above all, they definitely could not let it flee to a residential area with people still living there. Yang Zue, the intermediate-level mage. Xiao Qi's eyes began to beam, her face filled with admiration. With him here, we can safely kill this one-eyed magic wolf. If we were to let it escape, then it would bring countless casualties among the civilians, Zhu Dawang answered. That is indeed the case, but we don't know how long our ice spread can last. This one-eyed magic wolf's force is too strong. If we were to advance our ice spread to level 3, it would definitely not be able to escape from us, Guo Kaitang told him. Don't worry, there's still us here. Fei Shi and Li Wenji spoke up. Are we going to do something? Mo Fan asked as he looked at the people who had drafted a plan. You stay on the side and tend to other lives. Your level 1 lightning strike won't necessarily be able to injure it. However, the paralysis effect should be able to have a significant impact. If this one-eyed magic wolf struggles and the ice spread shows signs, something is wrong. Why is this guy's aura becoming stronger and stronger? Zhu Dawang's expression changed. There was a cold air from the magic pervading the old Banyan Street area. Without any visible cause, a great amount of ferocious aura suddenly converged around the wolf, before turning into a violent storm that blasted through the whole street. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.